Ask anyone in the business, who are the best interviewers? The one name that's sure to come up is Vancouver's VICKI GABEREAU. Her father, Harry Fillion, was a photojournalist who chummed around with Jack Webster and Pierre Berton. And keeping that kind of company had its effect on GABEREAU. She doesn't chat to the likes of Bob Hope or Wayne Gretzky, she opens them up. So why is she so successful? Easy. She loves to talk and to listen, to anyone and to everyone. So given her particular talent, we decided to let Vicki and others do the talking for us.
You won't believe this.
Oh, look. She's weird.
Get in here.
Working with that.
Okay, are we rolling? Fine. Jim Burns, who has a busy dance card, I must say.
I didn't want to be a famous movie star or anything like that, although, you know, the potential was obviously there. I didn't want to die and be remembered for nothing. But I'm as famous, believe me, as I ever want to get.
Are you funny?
Yeah, I'm sort of funny.
Yeah.
Funny looking, I know that. But,
cute haircut, though.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I grew up in the company of well-known people. I mean, I certainly knew Webster, and he was around. Jack Webster, that is. I knew Pierre Berton. I thought, they don't live an anonymous life, and I don't want to live one either.
Would you welcome, please, broadcaster VICKI GABEREAU.
Hey, Pierre.
Don't tell me you're writing it's true you're writing your memoirs already?
Yeah, well, I figure I might get run over by a bus sooner rather than later, so I better get at it.
Must be the youngest memoir.
She's a combination of her dad and her mother, as most children are. She has her mother's spunkiness and her dad's wit. Vicki is an original. I said to her father when she was young, I said that she'll be the first millionaire in the Fillion family. He said, I don't think so. I said, you bet she will be. She's got it.
My father was a great influence on me. Well, I wanted him to approve of me. You know, I wanted him, because I was so rotten in school and everything, and he actually lived to see me have a proper job. My mother, I think, should have been a stand-up comedian. She is very sharp, very quick-witted, very funny, and mostly funny in the store. She's been referred to as a homemaker in the paper and so on, which is a riot because she was never home. My grandmother brought me up.
Harry came in one day and said, I don't know what to do with Vicki. She was in her teens then. He said, she's restless. She wants to get out of town. I said, well, send her to Toronto. She can live with us.
I wasn't that wild. I just quit school.
She arrived on a Friday night, full of the East and the excitement of the big city. And she said, I don't know what to do next. And I said, I know what you're going to do next. This is Friday. Monday morning, you're going to go to high school.
They sort of conned me, actually. They said, come to Toronto. Come on. I was 18 after all. They said, we'll get you a job. They put me right back in high school. Tears, tears, tears. Sat in the bathtub, pouted.
Did you put any time at all doing that?
No, I didn't.
At university?
Didn't graduate from high school.
You graduated from high school?
Didn't finish high school. Want something to eat? There, Slim?
I better not.
The press kept screaming that the campaign was going to be more than dull. So we have livened it up considerably.
She ran for the mayor of Toronto as Rosie the Clown, and she actually got several thousand votes, which tells you something about the mayoralty race that year in Toronto.
And I ran for mayor. I didn't win.
When I was down at Gastown years ago, she used to come and sit in and watch, you know, and make little remarks, but watch and listen and watch and listen. And maybe she learned something from that. Maybe she didn't. I don't know, but she was often there.
But Webster, I so miss him on the television already. I mean, it's just incredible. Was such a wild man on the air, and so brilliant and precise.
She has an ineffable charm by which, with one simple raising of the eyebrows and, oh, is that so? She can get more of a response than I can with 3 questions, bang, bang, bang.
I thought that rather than express some heartfelt feelings of gratitude, I'd just do my trick. Took decades to perfect. ZYX, WV, UTS, RQP, ONM, LKJ, IHG, FED, CBA. I didn't cheat. You think it's an employable skill? And the winner, VICKI GABEREAU.
I wasn't prepared for this. I'm telling you, I really wasn't. Where's Zosky? Zosky, get your keister up here, I promised.
You may never work again.
Why don't you take it as your theme then?
Right, being the worst show on radio, I might as well have the best theme. Okay, I thank you, Mr. Sprung. You'll never work again.
I don't do a radio show for myself. I mean, I do it because I enjoy doing it, but I do it because I have a sense that somebody is out there listening to the radio for companionship. That's what I'm trying to do, is allow the listener to be a voyeur. And I don't know how to keep my own opinions out of things, and I mean, I could, but then to me that sounds boring. I'm not a journalist, so I don't do that kind of interview. I'm just a conversationalist.
Could we roll that back, maybe?
No, no rolling back. This is live, alive, oh, kid.
She's very careful. She knows what she's doing. She knows the beginning and the end, but you have to in an interview. And she shapes it very carefully, but it doesn't sound like that. You don't see the skeleton showing through the flesh.
You're not exactly wacko, but you do take a lot of chances, don't you? I mean, you do stunts.
That's what theater is, you know. You've got
She is the same in real life as a person as she comes across in any of her radio shows. So she has the ability to toss off a joke at exactly the right moment, or to just lighten things up a little bit, or to brush things off if they're not really very important. And you get a sense of perspective working with her.
You'll lose all that pathos, won't you? No keister shots. Hi, Perry.
Good luck.
Hi.
I'll talk to you soon when this is done.
She's the kind of person who loves to talk to strangers. So you'll go out for dinner, for example, and she'll be best friends with the waitress by the end of the meal. And she'll ask very personal questions of the waiter or the waitress, and people love it.
John. Hello, John.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
And it's nice to be able to, on behalf of everyone in Vancouver, proclaim today Vicki Gabereau Day.
But it's pretty funny to get all this praise and have all these people come out here when 99% of this book is everybody else's words. So, just rush right out and buy that book so I don't look like an idiot. And thanks very much for coming, and drink what's left. I'm sick of all these walking shots with me with a cane on. Do you want to redo the interview? I'm more cheered up now. I don't care anymore about all that.
What happened to your leg again?
I went to Halifax, and I fell down a stair that was this big.
And broke your...
pulled my ligaments.
I think she'd be a monstrous television star. She won't do television, and that's really too bad. And because I have a small production company, I've offered that production company to her anytime she wants to do a show anywhere.
Please welcome CBC's ACTRA award-winning broadcaster, Vicki Gabereau.
You see, but people are under the impression that you graduate from radio to television. I don't go for that. That's not my idea. I think that they're parallel services, and some people are suited to television and some people are not. And if you fancy that you're suited to television, then off you go. Way you go, do television. I don't think I'm suited to it.
I don't think she realizes her fame amongst the people that she's interviewed, because these people are going all around the world saying the best interview I've ever had in my life is with Vicki Gabereau. So a lot of great people, or a lot of very talented people, are very, very insecure. And I think Vicki has that insecurity.
What a nice doggy. You put yourself out there, and then they say, you stink, and you say, see, I knew it. They were right. So I'll work harder, and then they won't be able to say that. Then they say it, and you do it. You try to be better and better and better. It's a sickness. What can I say? We want to just, it doesn't pay for 30 seconds.
I want to do this.
I know, I'll pay you. I'll give you actual money.
No,
I'll buy your affections, dear. Come on.
I don't want to do this.
I know you don't, but come on. Come on. We'll just make something in the kitchen for 2 seconds, I promise. I still have a fear of being publicly humiliated. It's not adoration that I want, it's approval. Approval that the thing that I've done has been somehow worthwhile.
Hi, this is Joe Frazier. In between fights, I like to listen to stereo music. That's why I rent all my equipment from Mr. T Stereo Rental. There's no credit check.
Oh, God. Can we leave? No credit check. I love it. Well, what I would really like to do is go and live in the west coast of Ireland for 3 months, and in the rain, and wear a raincoat and slug around in the mud.
That sounds like a vacation, though. Not
yeah,
like,
well,
I
don't know what I'm going to do. I've never known. I've never had a plan, and I don't have a plan now, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Got any ideas?
We're just leaving now.
We're just leaving
Go
now.
ahead.
Oh, fine, thanks.
Yeah.
Walking.
Quite a guy, quite a guy.
Rehearsing. All right, lock it up.
Action. Come on.
At the hospital.
It's not just the beginning. She's only 40. She hasn't started yet. We'll hear more about Vicki Gabereau in the future.
I'm a living testimony to craft dinner. Don't you think it gives new meaning to the expression, a well-turned ankle?
Yeah. So what's for lunch?
I don't know. Macaroni and cheese, spaghetti and meatballs. Not having that. I've lost
Craft dinner.
Yeah. I love craft dinner.
If you like Vicki's style, she's collected some of her best interviews in her book, This Won't Hurt a Bit. Thanks for the interview, Vicki, and there's your plug. Pacific Report returns right after this.